all experience pain and suffering in our lives at one time or another. It's an inevitable part of our existence. And I love how Tony Robbins explains that we feel pain inside of us when our life circumstances, when our life conditions don't match our picture of what should be. And how many of us can say that that's the pain that we're feeling inside right now? We experience suffering, though, when we feel like we don't have any control over it. And that's a whole nother level of pain when we experience the suffering. That's when we feel stuck, when we feel hopeless. But our pain is inevitable because there is injustice, there is lack, and there's hurt in the world. But the truth is that our suffering doesn't have to be. We are powerful, resourceful beings, and we have a choice. And to create powerful change in our lives, we've got to decide to either adjust our picture of what should be, or we've got to change our life conditions. Here's what I mean by that. Our emotional state of being is determined by how we judge things that happen to us. And when painful, disappointing things do happen, how do we not get decimated by them? We have to choose how we're going to react to things, what we decide to focus on, and what meaning we're going to attach to things that happen. It's crucial that we take a hard look at the three determiners of our emotional state, because when we can master our emotional state, then we can master our lives. The three determiners of our emotional state are number one, our beliefs, number two, our language, and number three, our physiology. And what I mean by that is this. First, our beliefs are what we choose to believe about the circumstances of our lives or the events that happen. What do we believe is supposed to create our happiness, our fulfillment in life? What is it that we believe about why things happen the way that they did? What do we come to believe about who's to blame for it? Your spouse is having an affair, your perceived failure in your career, your business, a divorce, your addiction controlling your life and tearing your relationships apart, or maybe your spouse's. You're loving your loved one. You're losing your loved one. You're not making the money that you wanted. You haven't reached the level of success that you thought you would. Maybe infertility or cancer that you're dealing with. Our pain and our disappointment is inevitable. But if we are suffering, it's because we've adopted a false belief about God, that He's not for us, that He doesn't care, that He's allowed this, or about ourselves, that I should have done something different, or I can't do something, or I failed, that I'm not good enough, or maybe even that we've adopted a belief about a lie about someone else, that they don't care, that they're doing this on purpose to hurt me, that they're responsible for my happiness. And then we move into bitterness when we start to blame. We get stuck in a stronghold belief and we feel miserable. We want things to make sense, but we prolong our pain when we focus on that why question. When the truth is, we might not figure it out. We might not ever know why. Maybe we need to ask a better question. Maybe we need to ask the question, what is it that I really need? What is it I'm really believing? What can I learn and how can I heal from this? What can I be grateful for and build upon in this circumstance? Associating pain with the way that we get our needs met is a great opening to creating change in our lives. So in our disappointment and our pain is the perfect time to find leverage to do so. Secondly, our language. What is it that we're speaking that's creating or perpetuating our suffering? We're powerful creators with our spoken word, and we're creating our emotional state and our reality with everything that we choose to say, everything that comes out of our mouths. We must be mindful and make diligent choices about what we're speaking into our lives because it matters. And third, our physiology. How are you carrying yourself? How do you sit? How do you stand? How do you walk? Do you stand positively? Do you hold yourself powerfully and confidently? Or is it more defeated and contained? And how is that affecting the way that you feel? When we shift our posture and our movement to match the way that we want to feel and what we want to emulate for ourselves, we create a completely different state of mind and emotion for ourselves. So I want you to just try it. Lift your head, pull your shoulders back, stand in a powerful posture, smile, walk with confidence, widen your stance. Put your arms up in the air and expand your body. There's so much more available to you if you will create the shift with your body, with your mind, and with your language. The loss of one of our dreams is just the beginning of another, and there is always more. And if we begin to master our emotional state by mastering our beliefs and our language and our physiology, then we can master our lives. And we can feel peace and joy and fulfillment in each moment, even in spite of our circumstances.